Hello, everybody. I'm Ron Miscavige, and this is today's life lesson. So I want you to pay attention because I have something very important to tell you. This is actually a story of something that happened to me when I was a little kid. And I learned from it, and I'm going to tell you something. This is a very vital thing to know about life. And if you can adopt this one lesson I'm going to give you today, you're going to profit from it in many ways. Yeah, the rest of your life. It's that good. What am I talking about? Okay, let me get going. When I was a kid, I joined the Boy Scouts. And I was trying to earn a merit badge in cooking, where you go in the woods and you cook oatmeal in a pan. And what I had was a mess kit from the Second World War. I had a brother who was 13 years older than me, who was in the Army during that, and he brought home a mess kit, and he gave it to me. So I'm in the woods, and I'm cooking this oatmeal, and Robert Szymanski is the Boy Scout in charge of us. And as a matter of fact, I'll tell you a little bit about that. Robert Szymanski was Freddie Szymanski's older brother, who was my best boyhood friend, and we just absolutely got along famously. We'd kid each other about a lot of things and just laughed them off. We didn't have thin skin like they do today. One of the things I would say to Freddie, and other people would say too, Freddie, it's not that your nose is too big, it's that your face is too small for your nose. You know, a comical thing. He'd just laugh at it, and I don't know, he'd say, about me being Polish. Well, Ron, even though you're Polish, I don't think you're that dumb. Whatever it was. And we didn't have thin skin like they do. Some of the kids these days, you say one word to them and they think their life is ruined. I say, get the fuck over it, man. Anyway, Robert is Freddie Szymanski's older brother. And Robert I looked up to because he was strong and he was, good at just about anything he did. And I'm eating the oatmeal and it's crunchy like there's dirt in it. And I say, Robert, I think there's dirt in this oatmeal. And he said, Ronnie, you should eat, dirt is good for you. You should eat a peck of dirt a year at least. So I thought, okay, if I say that's bullshit, he can knock me around a bit. I didn't say anything because he had that status with me, and I kind of looked up to him. I kind of accepted it, okay? Let's fast forward a little bit. I hear the word Jehovah's Witness somehow in talking religion, and unbelievably, as little kids, we used to talk about each other's religion. Like I was a Catholic, some of my friends were Protestant, some were, Episcopalian and various things. So we would talk about it. And one day I just heard the word Jehovah's Witness. I didn't know anything about it. So on Sunday, I used to go to religious instructions at the church because I didn't go to a parochial school. So my parents sent me to religious instructions. And there's a priest there. And I said, Father, what is a Jehovah's Witness? And he said, Ronnie, they worship snakes. And I thought, whoa. Fast forward a little bit more. I'm in my town park in the fall playing football with my friends, and we take a little break, and we're kind of talking there. And as I say, this is almost unbelievable now that I look back, but we talked quite a bit about religion when we were kids. So this one kid says, he says, I'm a Jehovah's Witness. I says, oh, really? You worship snakes, huh? And he looked at me, and he said, kid, are you nuts? And let me tell you something. When you're a little kid, you don't know all the ropes yet. You're still kind of figuring things out for yourself. And I didn't have a lot of confidence, but when he said that to me, I thought, Jesus Christ, I've been duped. I believed what that priest told me. And I thought to myself, I will just never accept things that seem not quite right to me. I will always find out for myself. And that, my friends, is today's life lesson. Find out for yourself. Look, if something sounds too good to be true, chances are it is too good to be true. But you can always investigate anything these days. I mean, you can go on the internet, which I don't know if I would say that's the best way to get data, but you'll get a handhold on it and it'll lead you down the path. Maybe you can get somebody who's involved. As a matter of fact, I'll give you an example. A friend of mine here in Milwaukee, years ago, a friend of his said, listen, I can make you 20% on your money or more. Well, my friend talked to himself, 20%. This doesn't sound right. He didn't do it. But many of his friends did get involved, and they got burned. The guy was running a Ponzi scheme. He took people down for a lot of money. My friend didn't bite. He didn't find out for himself, but it sounded too good to be true, so he didn't get involved. Then, of course, after the fact, he found out it was a Ponzi scheme. Some business proposition that you have, or something about maybe, like I'm a musician, about playing a trumpet, about exercise. I'll give you another example here, a simple one. Early on in life, I used to sell cookware as a living, and I sold wherever aluminum, and there was stainless steel cookware was coming out in those days. This is in the late 50s, early 60s. And the guys who were running the wherever aluminum said, "Oh, stainless steel is hard to clean. You know, aluminum is it'll get black from boiling water on, but you can clean it. Stainless steel is very hard to clean." I accepted it. One day in my kitchen, I thought, you know what? I heard that. Let me try this out. I took a knife and I put it on the burner, and it turned blue. I said, see, they're right. I took some cleanser, put it on a washcloth. It cleaned right off. I bought it, but I found out for myself, and I found out that that wasn't true. It's just a simple example, but I'm telling you, you can apply this to almost anything in your life. Believe me when I tell you, if you adopt this, find out for yourself, you're actually going to lead, I don't know if it's more successful, but more not getting screwed over life, okay? I don't know how to put a word on it. But if you find out for yourself, you're not going to get stung like a lot of people do who buy into these get-rich schemes or anything like that. I think I made the point, so I just don't want to keep on rattling on about it. But that's today's life lesson. Find out for yourself. I'm Ron Miscavige. This is the show I do. I also do other things. I have a website called The Real Ron Miscavige. You can go there. I've written books. I've written a couple of humorous ones, a serious one. I did an album in England. That album is available there. And if you could do yourself and a lot of your friends favors, get them to subscribe to this life lesson. And I'm telling you, I think we can benefit a lot of people by them doing it. And if you'd like to help support what I'm doing, you can become a patron. You can go to the website and see how to do that. So anyway, that's the lesson I wanted to give you today. And I wish you the best of success. And let's get a lot more people to join in and learn these things, and maybe we can have a nice effect on society, people being more successful. Okay? So until the next time, I'm Ron Miscavige. This is Life Lessons. See you on the next one. Bye-bye now.